Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play Planet Zoo. Welcome back to my Best Blueprints of the Week series. This will be the third week that I have done this, and we are here in my Best Blueprints Zoo. And what we are going to do is take a look at the 5 blueprints that I think were the best on the workshop this week, the best new blueprints. But let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to come in this way, and if you agree or disagree with my selections, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. But number 5 for this week is a coffee shop where visitors can enter by a creator whose name is in a language that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not going to try, but it's a pretty cool asset or a blueprint. You can come in here, and I don't usually prefer things to be detailed on the inside, but mainly because you never see the inside. But this is very well done, and it has plates and it has food in here. So like there's donuts and pretzels and all kinds of stuff, and it is very well done. There's a bathroom in here so that your guests will come in here if you put it in a spot where they might want to go. But in general, the detailing on this is quite nice, and it's a good way to kind of fill out your zoo a bit with some guest services that might be worthwhile. So then coming in at number 4, along with the same theme, we have another building that is good for filling out your park a bit, and that is a souvenir shop by Michel. So it's a very basic building, but it has 2 souvenir shops, and I can see this being very useful along I don't know, just really anywhere in your zoo. It can be a nice little building that you can just add, plop in, and then you're good to go without having to do too much work in putting it together. So that is a pretty cool little building. And then number 3 for the week is our first repeat creator, and that is Czardus, who has, along with last week when he had the 25 times small decorative space fillers, this week he has the 18 times rock caves and shelters. And what you can do is you just plop down the whole blueprint, and then you can use the multi-tool to select whichever of these caves that you want to use. And I, for one, will love to use this. Unfortunately, I think the price on the 18 times, yeah, it costs 29,000 to get all of them down before you can start to use them. So it might be best in a sandbox type of zoo where you can just plop them in the corner and then take whatever ones you want. But it is really cool. Here, they even has one with a waterfall in it, which is a nice little touch as well. But that is very nice work there by Czardus. And coming in at number 2 this week, we have the Flamingo Maze Habitat by CloudBerry. And this one is pretty cool. The paths are a little bit tricky to get in place, but you can kind of get them close enough like I've done here, and it will work pretty well. I put this a little too high when I placed it down, so I couldn't get the paths quite right there. So it's a little bit tricky, but paths always are. But in general, the work on this habitat has been done pretty well. And I mean, you can see the flamingos running around here, a lot over here on the food tray. And the guests can enter the habitat, walk around. They need to do better at throwing away their trash. And we also have a heater that is just floating over here, which is another little issue. And then these TVs, monitors probably could have used some stands, but I mean, it's not perfect, but it is a very well done habitat. in general, and it's a pretty cool thing. And the building here is quite nice as well. You can see it kind of rotates around interestingly, and just it has a nice little feel to it. And then, so the number one habitat of the week this week, let's zoom out so we can move a little bit faster, is the Komodo dragon habitat by Floss. And this one is pretty nice. You can see in here, oh, I forgot to raise up the glass panel a little bit further. Because the one thing weird about this blueprint, and I'll show you real quick, you come in here and you go to Komodo dragon, and then you find it here. One nice thing is that it has signs for where you want to put it. So you can see here, it has the see me and hide me sign, which that is a nice little touch. You can get it right in between there, like right there would be where you place it. And then it has signs for where the glass barrier and the gate go. But what's weird is that it wasn't done with the barrier in place. And I think part of that was because there's stuff outside the barrier, and now that I'm thinking of it, that's probably why it is you needed the barrier to be on the outside to get all of the scenery in place. But anyway, this is a pretty good one. The downside to it not being an official habitat when you're placing it, and it's just a building, is that you have to do the terrain and the enrichment yourself. Anything that would be found in the habitat, although the food tray was there, so that's weird. But anyway, then I think the detailing on here is pretty good. You can see the Komodo dragon is pretty happy. We have another one in here somewhere. Oh, there he is in the bed there. So that is the number one blueprint of the week, and I am pretty happy with how it turned out. These two rock fountains here are actually from Sir Didymus's thing from last week. You can see over here, but I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I was pleased with the blueprints this week. It seemed a little bit like a slower week on the workshop, but I'm having fun with it so far, and I hope you are enjoying the series too. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. But either way, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.